Welcome to Chimeric Gaming, and for those, welcome back to Chimeric Gaming, and for those of you who are new, welcome to Chimeric Gaming. I apologize for my odd intro there. This is Naruto-Arena, and we're going to be doing another mission for my mission video guide. We're going to be doing A Girl Grown Up. This mission is for Sakura, and it's for getting Sakura Shippuden. This mission requires you to get 5 wins in a row with Sakura and 15 wins in a row total. The easiest thing to try and do is get the 5 wins in a row out of the way. But we'll try our best here. I already got 2 wins in a row due to the fact that when I did my search for Jirobo video mission, I had gotten 2 wins in a row. So you'll probably see some teams that I used from Search for Jirobo, because Sakura was basically my main healer for that. But this time we won't really need a healer unless we're going to be using Choji. But this team is Sakura, Gaara, and Ino. So, I'll go over Sakura again. Sakura, she hits for 15 damage and stuns physical and mental skills for 1 turn for a taijutsu and no cooldown. And during Inner Sakura, it gets bumped up to 30 damage. And during Inner Sakura, she gains 25% damage reduction and ignores enemy stuns. And then over here we have Cure, which is Sakura's healing skill, and it heals an ally for 25 health. She cannot heal herself, so keep that in mind. Next we have Gaara of the Desert. This is my first time showing him off, so let's do it. By covering himself with sand, Gaara gains 30 points of destructible defense for 3 turns. If you guys don't remember what destructible defense is, it's basically like extra health except to affliction skills, which cuts through basically any type of defense except unpierceable damage reduction. Now we have Desert Coffin, or Sand Coffin for the dubbed people, and this skill for a ninjutsu and a random stuns an enemy physical or ranged skills for 2 turns, and during that time they'll take 10 damage each turn. Cannot reduce damage or become invulnerable, and Gaara and Desert Graveyard may be used on the target. So this will allow us to use skills, and basically if we have enough chakra for Desert Graveyard, they have no way of surviving. Gaara crushes 1 enemy with sand. The enemy is killed. The skill requires Desert Coffin to be active on the enemy. Basically, it's an instant kill skill no matter what. Now we have Ino. I'll go over Ino once more. Ino for 2 genjutsu. Stuns an enemy's physical and range skills for 3 turns, and during that time they cannot reduce damage or become invulnerable. And excuse me. This Art of Valentine may be used, and it deals 25 damage for 1 random. Then we have Mind Body Disturbance, which stuns physical or chakra skills for 1 turn and deals 30 piercing damage to a different enemy. During this time, the one that got targeted and stunned is unable to reduce damage or become invulnerable, not the character that took the damage. So let's get on with it, and I'll see you guys when the match is on. So we're in game. We're up against Haku, Kin, and Naruto. So far, the biggest threat I see on that team is Naruto, because he hits for the most for the least amount of chakra. Kin can hit high, but due to the fact that we have a complete stun team, she is not a threat. And if we get the right chakra for Desert Coffin and Desert Graveyard, we can instantly wipe out one of these guys. So already she's hitting somebody with that skill, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up with Armor of Sand and KO Punch to get rid of that extra stack. Naruto, I'm not too nervous of Naruto right now due to the fact that our entire team is stunning, and I can normally get Naruto out of here quickly if I have Gaara set up. And with that 30 destructible defense, he's not going to take much damage. That's about as much support as he gets for himself. Normally, Gaara is easy to take down when he's one-on-one because he doesn't have very many offensive skills. But if your opponent gets the right chakra and he's basically at full health, things could possibly get dangerous. So don't worry too much, but he is still quite a bit of a threat. So I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. Alright, so he's already used clones. And with that, I'm not going to use anything. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use you know what, I want to use Desert Coffin. Because, no, I don't want to use Desert Coffin. I want to use Mind Body Disturbance, because it's going to stun everything they have. And I'm going to get rid of Bloodline. I don't want Naruto to move at all, and until I get the right amount of chakra, so I'm going to try and get as much chakra as I can get before, you know, Naruto tries to kill me. So for right now, I'm going to probably combo with Desert Coffin and Mind Body Disturbance next turn to hopefully try and get Desert Graveyard in there and take down Naruto fast. So I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. So far I've hit quite a bit of a snag. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to go ahead and use Mind Body Disturbance. Go ahead and use Desert Coffin. And go ahead and KO Punch. Oh man, I can't do anything. So hopefully I can do something next turn. I just really want to get Naruto out of here, though. Since Haku's demonic ice mirrors are up, things are getting kind of scary because he now ignores stuns, and he has a skill himself that allows him to stun other people that ignores invulnerability. So I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. And we finally got our Desert Coffin, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And I'm going to go ahead and use this skill here on Kin. So now we got Naruto out of the way, and now our biggest threat has been taken out. I'm glad I got the 2 ninjutsu I needed, and I'm glad I didn't get stunned. Kin is now, I think... Hold on, let's see how much damage... Okay, this doesn't deal too much damage. If I get the ninjutsu next turn, I'll probably heal up, Ino, and get rid of Kin quick. Though I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go. I don't think it'll be a problem, due to the fact I can still use Inner Sakura and then KO Punch Kin out. And next turn I'll probably also be using Armor of Sand to get Gaara's defenses up. Right now I don't think I'm in a bad situation for the most part. I mean, everything seems to be a-okay at the moment. So I hope everything goes just fine. And I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. So now it's my turn, and not too much has happened except for the fact that Haku stunned Gaara, and I'm going to go ahead and KO Punch Kin out of the game. We're going to try and hold on to that ninjutsu there, because right now, with 2-on-1, Haku can't do too much. And so, with Gaara being able to instant kill and Sakura being able to stun for 30 damage, I think we're basically in the clear for a win right now. But games tend to turn around at some points if the opponent tends to get lucky. I know, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go invulnerable because I'm kind of nervous. I think Haku has a skill that deals piercing, and I don't like that, so I'm going to go ahead and go invulnerable, and I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. Alright, so it's my turn, and I got Desert Coffin, which I'm going to use right away. I'm going to try and stun the enemy and get chakra over a course of a few turns, and try and, you know, build up, and, you know, the more chakra you have, the better chance you have of winning, of course, so I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. So it's my turn, and I got KO Punch, and I can use Armor of Sand. but instead I'm just going to go ahead and KO punch. That's going to deal 40 damage and bring the enemy down a bit. So, you know, since Haku's basically stunned for the time being, we can, I guess, play around with him for right now. Next turn I'm probably going to go ahead and use Armor of Sand and probably try Inner Sakura again, so I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. Alright, it's my turn, and unfortunately we can't go Inner Sakura, but instead I'm going to go ahead and KO Punch. I don't think they'll be able to do anything. So we'll go ahead and set up Armor of Sand, KO Punch. If next turn we get another KO Punch, I'm probably going to use it, or if we get a Desert Coffin, I'm most definitely going to use that. So I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. So we got exactly what we needed. I'm going to go ahead, Desert Coffin, go Inner Sakura, and by next turn it should be defeat. This team is actually really good, except when Gaara is basically by himself, because he's not too good, but like I said, he can be lethal if you have the right chakra, like in the beginning when I used Desert Graveyard on Naruto, because I figured he'd be the biggest threat. It instantly kills no matter what, even if they have damage reduction, it instantly kills. Kakashi's Raikiri. Kakashi has the skill known as Nindogs, which basically stuns you, and then Raikiri allows him to do 100 piercing damage. Originally that skill had been instant kill as well when Nindogs was in play, but unfortunately they, I want to say they nerfed it, but, you know, other people could say otherwise. But this is the end of the game, and I'll be right back with another team for you guys to use. And we're back, you guys. I got you a new team. This team should look familiar, seeing as the fact that I used it in the search for Jirobo. As you can see, I haven't really completed the search for Jirobo, because I normally complete missions off screen. So, I'll get to explaining on Choji. Choji deals 20 damage for a taijutsu and no cooldown. He can double the damage of both his skills, but take 20 affliction damage for a random. And Meat Tank deals deals 10 damage over the course of 2 turns, and he'll be invulnerable, but he can't be healed. Though there's an easy way to get past this, which is basically use pills, then Meat Tank, etc., etc. Then we have Sakura. I've already explained her. I'm not going to go through that again. And then we have Rin. Rin deals 15 piercing damage and gains 50% damage reduction on your opponent's turn. When this skill is activated, it activates after your opponent ends their turn. And if the targeted enemy that this skill is used on uses a skill, they'll take an extra 15. So it'll deal, if the opponent uses a skill after they end their turn after using that skill, they'll take 30 piercing damage, and Rin will gain the 50% damage reduction on their turn. So, and then we have Healing Touch, which removes all enemy afflictions, like stuff like that normally lasts permanently, are gone. And then Medical Kit, which Rin can use on herself or an ally. It gives them 10 damage and 10 health for 3 turns, and after the first turn of this skill being used, healing skills will heal 10 more damage, 10 more health. So if this was used in combination with Rin using it on herself and then Sakura healing, it'll heal 45 damage. And vice versa if Rin used it on Sakura and then used her healing skill on Sakura. So this team is mostly set up for setting up Choji, because once all 3 pills are used, this skill deals a solid 80 damage, and then this skill will deal 40 damage over the course of 2 turns, which comes out to be a total of 80 damage. So I'll let you guys know when I'm in about. So it's my turn, and the enemy seems to be using an AoE team. I'll explain it to you right after I end my turn here to save up chakra. Tuyuya has the ability to deal 15 damage over the course of 2 turns for a total of Genjutsu and a random, and she gains 15 damage reduction, and during this time, Doki Demons can be used, which deals 5 piercing damage and removes 1 random chakra. And then she has a skill that stuns the entire team for, I forget which type. Oh, there it is. A chakra or range skills. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this up here. And I can't really use pills, so I'm going to go ahead and just use Inner Sakura. Ouroboros has a skill that deals 15 damage to all enemies for 2 random. I want to say 2 random. And then he has a skill that deals 20 damage and then stuns physical and chakra skills, I think, for 1 turn for a genjutsu and a random. And then he has haze clones, which allows him to target all enemies. I'm gonna go ahead and set up on pills. Go ahead and use this. What he does is it allows him to, his 15 AoE damage deals, I'm trying to think. Take out the ninjutsu. Deals damage to all enemies, stuns all enemies. His 15 AoE skill. It deals 25 damage to all enemies for 2 random. His 20 damage skill that stuns for 1 enemy for 1 turn, and now targets all enemies. And then we have Iruka, which he has a skill that deals 45 piercing damage for 1 ninjutsu and 1 random if you use a skill, an offensive skill. Oh man, his haze clones is already in effect. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to use this. What skill? I'm gonna go ahead and use KO Punch. And I'm going to use Pit Trap on Ouroboros. We should have healed, though I don't really want to right now. Like I said, I just really want to set up. We're gonna pull this forward, and that'll bring us down just a bit, but it's not going to be too much. So right now, Tsuyuya is stunned. Ouroboros is going to take a total of 30 damage if he uses any skill, and right now, Rin has 50% damage reduction. Like I was saying about Iruka, is he deals 45 piercing damage that ignores invulnerability and whatnot. Okay, I'm going to use my last pill. I'm going to go ahead and use these 2. And see what I mean by he was able to stun everything? Yeah. I'm going to basically go all out heal. I'm going to pull this forward. And we're going to heal a lot. So basically what Choji's ready to do is he's ready to obliterate anybody on their side. So, look, perfect. He's used all 3 pills. And he can deal a total of 80 damage, which is absolutely insane and wonderful. Right now, Sakura cannot be stunned, which is awesome. So, I'm going to go ahead, knock him right out. I'm going to go ahead and heal Choji out. Nah, better yet. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. It's a tough call. You know what? No, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit Ouroboros. Next turn we can heal. We want Choji to be strong, and that's what he is right now. See, he just obliterated Tsuyuya in 1 shot. Now if we get another... I was wanting to deal damage to Ouroboros because if we hit him with partial double size next turn, it's going to deal a hell of a lot of damage. And it's going to knock him right out. Though Iruka has a skill where he could possibly gain 100% damage reduction, and I really don't want that, but I can't really do anything about it. So it doesn't seem like too much has happened. I'm assuming that, you know, Ouroboros has that, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit Iruka instead. And yeah, like I thought, he had the 100% damage reduction on Ouroboros. So we're still pretty good for the most part. Choji's still dealing a ton of damage, and Choji is absolutely lethal right now. And as long as we have Sakura up, we can do as much damage as we need to. Even if we don't, if we gain a bloodline, we're pretty good as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, gonna heal Choji up. I'm gonna end turn. If we don't get a bloodline or a taijutsu next turn, I'm probably gonna trade out whatever chakra I have for that and go ahead and just basically obliterate one of the enemies. So I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. So it's my turn, and unfortunately we got hit with, this was the skill I was talking about. And you know what, it's not going to deal a whole lot of damage because it's only going to technically deal 20 damage. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to deal only 15 damage, but we're going to heal up. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to knock Ouroboros out. And we're not going to take barely any damage. So Ouroboros is knocked out. And it's now just Sakura and Choji versus Iruka. And I'll let you guys know when it's my turn. So it's my turn, and it's basically game over. I'm going to go ahead and use partial double size for the win. And yeah, I hope this team helped you guys out. I mean, this team helped for the search for Jirobo, as well as it's been working for at least 2 missions. Two other missions, a girl grown up and a small test, which you got to win 4 times with Team 7. 4 times in a row with Team 7. So I hope this guide as well. I hope this guide helps you out, and I hope this team helped you out to complete this mission. And as always, goodbye.